be very interesting session. And you have already, some of you might have already come across the course videos and everything, and you have got some queries that need to be answered. Okay, so first of all, so I'm going to just have, there are some doubts regarding the out-of-the-box thinking through mathematics course. So first, let me give a very short thing about OOBT, which is shortly called as OOBT, out-of-the-box through mathematics. So this course is something unique of a kind because you would not have seen anywhere in the world. So this basically, see, I have been teaching for quite long with students from young age to elder students, even college students. So what I have found that basics are extremely important, and thinking differently is extremely important. That is very, very important. So therefore, there are two things. One is you come across routine problems in a non-routine thinking way, and non-routine problems which are totally different from our curriculum. So these are the two things. And mathematics, as you see, it is always over the years contains a lot of problems. And problem solving is a very important skill in any field for that matter. Even in our life, we come across some situations where we need to solve problems, like the corona or something. So we need to solve problems. So problems are always around us. So mathematics is one thing that has been carried throughout our academic year. Of course, you know, any board for that matter is going to have mathematics. So we are going to have something different from mathematics, and it has been already experimented with students of different ages. And there are some problems where it's very interesting problems in the form of puzzles or something, whatever it is. It has got a theory that can be attacked with. Okay, so yeah. So I am going to share screen and talk about OOBT. Is there any questions I can take up front and before I go to the introduction? Right, so let me share the screen. You see?
Yes, sir, we can see the screen. You can put it on full screen mode.
Yeah. Okay. See, the out-of-the-box thinking through mathematics, as you know, it is initiative of IITM Pravartak Technologies Foundation, Future Young Minds, and it has been inspired by Director Kamakoti sir, who's been known to me for quite long. And in fact, we have experimented together with out-of-the-box thinking already before we implement the course. Okay, so you must be knowing that actually the New Zealand and Australian Olympics team brought along mathematicians as part of the team in 2016 Rio Olympics. So it is surprising. So mathematics play a very important role in many fields, and because the statistics play a very important role, and approaching statistics mathematically is extremely important. Statistics is the data we collect, but then based on the data, some strategies can be planned. That's what happened to the Olympics team. So New Zealand and Australian Olympics teams brought some mathematicians. So various fields need logic that needs final numbers or calculations. So in this courses, it's been divided into 4 levels that I'll be talking about that later again. Jumping frog, to and fro, trip by train, sticks and bubbles, tessellation, sea travel, security code. So a lot of things, everything can be, we can approach, we can see some mathematics into it. Okay, all connect with maths. So this has brought the development of out-of-the-box thinking through mathematics. So there are totally 66 topics into 4 levels. So it's been carefully, drafted. And in fact, with my experience of teaching for the egg kids, some different nice topics. So Kamakoti sir has told that why can't we compile that and bring it in the form of a bigger course, something like that, out-of-the-box thinking. So it is going to be new, inspiring, challenging, and engaging to all. So this is for home. So these questions have been asked even if it is put in the website. But again, I will tell you that it is level 1 is for school, class 5 and above. Okay, so class 5 students and above, anybody can do this level 1. And the level 2 is for school, class 7 and above. So that means it is for not only school students, but also teachers, parents, or any other professionals, researchers can also do this. It's totally different. That's all. I'm not telling that it is something kind of a research or something. It's totally a different dimension in which this has been brought. And level 3 is school class 9 and above. Level 4 is school class 11 and above. So that is how it is. But one thing is these levels are independent levels. So sometimes we misinterpret, because if you do level 1 only, you should go to level 2. It is not like that. Above 4 independent levels have no upper age limit. So there are, there are people like 80 plus. So there is an 80 plus person who did level 1 and level 2 last year, and he was really enjoyed, and then got some, in fact, participated in the exam as well. So these courses are easily accessible from your school children to professionals and researchers. Remember, these courses are going to be free. That's what IIT Madras is trying to propagate, that it should reach as many as possible. So this is mainly to propagate the different kind of math which carries some out of the box thinking, and that's going to help a lot. In fact, if they can participate in the exams and get a certificate, and that I will be talking that later. So there are some interesting topics in level 1 like puzzle maths, cow grass theory, follow the sequence, etc. In level 2, frog jumping theory, cows and bulls. This cows and bulls is actually a mastermind game, which is something interesting. So anything that can be, decoded into a theory in mathematics. I have tried my best to do a few. I may not be able to do all, but definitely we can record it as a theory. Like, this coordinates geometry, we say. Coordinate geometry means every point has got coordinate. It is like every location we have a unique address, like that every point has got an address, and a set of points form a line that we write it as some address of a line. So we store the address of a point, address of a line, address of a conic section, any figure we are writing. So that's what mathematicians has composed a lot of things, and some new dimensions are emerging. So that's why in the old ones can we see something. That is what this course is all about. So level 3 has something interesting like number builder. Where is my friend X? Where is my friend X is a topic where if you are going to have, for example, some problems involving X, Y, and all, some problem, not all. Okay, we need not have that X, Y, and we can bypass X, Y and solve the problem. So that is what is where is my friend X. And these things have been dealt in level 3. So I know that the participants here might have gone through the course, or some of them might not have gone through, or they would have skipped. So all these things are there. So I may be, if time permits, I'm going to talk about few topics here and there, like where is my friend X. And level 4 is something graph man, chasing the ratio, coloring maths, etc. So these are the topics. You have few topics I have listed here. And the courses are free online with recorded lectures. So these recorded lectures are posted once it starts. It is posted every week. Saturday it's being posted. So there'll be 10 weeks for levels 1 and 2. So one can take level 1 separately, level 2 separately, or levels 1 and 2 both together. Okay, so 13 topics for each level, and about 20 hours of recorded lectures. So 13 topics, 20 hours means it's 1.5 hours on average, approximately. That means you can see that a lot of topics are new. Some of them are very well known, but it would be something different would have been put. So therefore, 1.5 hours may not be sufficient. It is only trying to give you some light into the topic. Okay, so everything is something new. Of course, maths is very big. So these 13 topics, it's going to be 1.5 hours. Means it's 20 hours, means 10 weeks. You have 2 hours per week. So 2 hours is not a big thing. And remember, these are posted every week. So in your leisure time, you can definitely go through the 2 hours during the entire week. It is very much possible. And course means we have to go in tandem. We can't say put everything 4 weeks together and see. So that may not be good. So if that is going to be done, you would have gone through the course properly. And anything that you have, something you can write up to the Pravartak inquiry like that. So those things, some of the things I have been receiving. mails and all. I have answered also some doubts through mails. So levels 3 and 4 is something different. You have 20 topics, 10 weeks. And so 2 topics each week. Therefore, 30 hours. Again, it is going to be 1.5 hours. So there will be more topics. The reason is, of course, the 66 topics will not cover the entire mathematics. But the 66 topics are connected to talk about something like out of the box. So here I wanted to tell you something. Even in the out of the box, we might be touching the basics. The foundation is very important. And then there might be something different thinking is being done. So that is what is all about this out of the box 4 levels. So again, these levels 3 and 4 are different. So one may take level 3 and 4 together. And already I mentioned about the eligibility here that is already there. And it is also there in the website. And periodic assignments and answers. So detailed answers have been provided. As of now, this evaluation is not being done now. So we are planning to think about that. Okay, so these unique courses present multiple approaches to problem solving, debunking the myth that problem solving is for the elite. It introduces new techniques in an easy to understand fashion, prepare the users to face real life projects with confidence and ease. So one thing is, this has been, see, my own students have done all these things right from. There are students who have come from 7 years, 8 years like that. I mean, not with this course. This course has been developed now by IIT Madras. So they enjoyed a lot. That is very important. You need to enjoy. So it's basically not for exam preparation or anything. So many people have been asking about that. So basically, if you are strengthening your thinking, then at some point of time, you will be trying totally different, not like the conventional way, right? And of course, we can be tested. We can participate in the exam. Unlike this other exams, where qualifying exams or something. So if you are going to write now, these courses are going to be rerun every year. Therefore, next year also you can try and you can get thorough in the courses and do all those things can be done. Okay, so that's what I told you. The course delivery is levels 1 and 2 runs in parallel, 3 and 4 runs in parallel, and the courses will be run every year. Okay, somebody raised the hand, and somebody has got a doubt, I believe.
Sir, please continue, sir. They can post it on the chat, sir. We can give them space.
Fine. So the courses are free online. Final exam carries a nominal fee for opted candidates. And therefore, please remember that these courses have been already, I mean, I've tested with a lot of students. Sometimes I want to tell you upfront that interest cannot be immediately transferred, that only if you try to participate and go through it with no thinking of getting the solution right and exams like that. Just involve into it and go through something like even puzzle, maths, fog jumping theory. A lot of things are very interesting. You can involve yourself and enjoy. And that is the first criteria, right? And then later we can look into, first thing is we develop a different thinking. That itself is a bonus for us. And everything is course free online. Okay, and then you may connect with your curriculum and all. See, this kind of different thinking cannot happen immediately. So you need to involve with that. And then if you are going to write an exam, it is going to carry a nominal fee, that's all. And final exam is going to be proctored one conducted at centers in select cities across India. That depends upon how many students apply from the locations, regions, etc. And then grade certificate based on evaluation of final exam will be issued by IIT Madras Pravartak Technology. So you need to understand the final exam is going to be like an objective only. Like those who have already undergone the course or some might be new. So the assignments, as you see, I would have given a detailed answer for the assignments, but assignments answers are like only like numbers, like integers, like 23, 45, something like that. Or it could be a few of them would be in the option type like A, B, C, D. You have to choose only one which is going to be correct. Okay, so that way only the exams will be there finally. It's not going to be like a descriptive, and it will be conducted at centers in select cities across India, whichever is available. And so the grades are there, grade A, grade B, grade C, grade D. Grade A is 85% and above. Grade B is 70% to less than 85%. Grade C is 55% to less than 70%. Grade D is 40% to less than 55%. So that's what is the exam and certification. So those some students of say 6th standard and 7th standard also have got certificates from IIT Madras. In fact, the 7th standard student topped, I think, the last year's the first batch exam has been conducted for level 1 and 2. Now the second batch is being run for levels 1 and 2. First batch 3 and 4 is, I mean, we are going to take up the exam in December. Okay, so that's an interesting thing. So if students are going to carry a certificate upfront before even joining IIT Madras, so it's going to be worthy for them, and
only future will be telling all these things. Okay, so this course is inspired by Kamakoti as a report, Director of IIT Madras and Chairman. This course has been developed even before Kamakoti sir became director. So that I wanted to tell you. And even several years before, we have actually tried some courses like Beautiful Maths and all. It was worked very well, and therefore I designed and conducted this course as Kamakoti sir was asking for. So this is what about this OOBT course. So we need to keep enjoying mathematics. So, right. So there are any questions that I can welcome, and before I move on to the some mathematical segments I am going to introduce. Yes. Be MCQ type. See, MCQ means it's going to be a few of them will be options, and most of them will be like fill up integer. Okay, that is all.
Good evening, sir. I am currently studying in 5th grade,
Okay.
and I'm in level 1. Is it possible that I can also do level 2 parallelly? Like,
No, this is given clearly class 5 and above for level 1, right? When you come to class 7, you can do level 2. That will be advisable. Correct?
okay.
Because see, 2 minutes, we need not rush. Okay, we are not rushing to moon, right? We are only, see, you have a lot of time. You have how many years, you tell me, from 5th standard means what time you will be finishing your schooling? It is almost 7 years, right? You will 7 years, correct? Okay, so you have a lot of time. So you can enjoy the level 1 and all. And also remember that suppose you are not able to do well or something in exams, okay? So you can come back again and do it in the 6th standard. Then 7th standard only you will be doing level 2. So therefore, only we need to give it a try. Certain things you need to give it a try. And then when you come to 11th standard, I hope that you will join the course, and then every course, then you will realize how much it is. Because see, these courses are done like that only. So 5 and above, 7 and above, 9 and above, 11 and above. Okay, of course, you will have time. Definitely, of course, when you go to 9th and 11th, you might be thinking of some board exams or something. But please understand, there are 2 types of things being tested. One is your qualification, qualifying exams or something like that. Okay, even JEE, somebody has been asking about JEE entrance. Qualifying exam is different. Okay, this is something different. This is not qualification. These exams, whatever you do, it is for you to test your logical thinking and all. And probably it might be add value later. Yes. Right? Okay, so thank you for asking this.
Thank you, sir.
We can take 1 or 2 more questions before I go on to the.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
You are able to hear me?
Yeah.
So, are the videos enough for the assessments, or are there any other references students have to go through?
See, out of the box thinking cannot be contained within a container, right? Correct. So, for example, see, if you take something like puzzle maths, right? So 4 puzzles I have put actually. There are more puzzles can be done. So it is only to give some kind of light. Okay. And then if you are going through the assignments, you may not expect the same question. It's not like, as I have told you, it's not going to be like a exam preparing or something. But whatever is being given there, using that, they can definitely, improvise, and it's not a issue at all. So that means they have to go through everything carefully. Okay, right. And assignments have been posted there. Assignments, and then in the rerun you'll be getting different assignments. So that means over the years you'll be getting more assignments and all. But it is, as I have told you, it is not like preparing for mainly for exams or something. It is to get some idea. So this is a free course. You have to remember that. Okay. So videos itself is, sufficient, and assignments are only to test you. So you may not get the same type of questions in the exams. It is only to try and learn. So I think I will explain in a better way. If you are going to talk in terms of the practice assignment, something like that. If you are going to look at some Olympiad type of exams, some exams, even the real international Olympiad, they conduct for 9 hours for 2 days. 9 hours, 2 days. And 6 questions, 3 on the first day, 3 on the second day, 4.5 hours on the first day, 4.5 hours on the second day. So that will not take much time to write, but they have to think more. It's a thinking game. Therefore, nothing wrong. You can't get sometimes immediately also, but if you start working at it, definitely you can improve in the days to come. Okay, so that's all we can do. That as of now, we are putting the videos. As I told you that it's then it will become too much. So some people will say it will be too much. Okay, so there's 1.5 hours for a topic. It's what we could cover, something on the surface, and then some assignments. That's all. Okay.
Hello,
Yeah.
good evening.
Yeah.
Sir, currently I am in class.
Not able to hear. Right?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir. Sir, I want to ask that how can this program help me to face the competitive exam JEE Advanced, because currently this is my 12th year now.
Okay. See, one thing is nothing can help you immediately, right? Okay. You need to understand one thing. We need to see, the point is we need to think differently, cannot happen immediately. Correct? Okay. See, I will tell you a different way instead of the JEE Advanced or exams. I have already told you that it's more than the competitive exams preparation. It is the mindset. I'll put it the other way around. Of course, exam is a part of our life, right? Okay. See, I want to ask you a question. Who asked me, right? Okay. So if you want to go and learn driving, okay, car or something, right? What will you do? They asked me, no, right? I don't know who asked me. I'm not able to hear. Okay, let me try to answer myself, right? Okay, see, if somebody wants to go and learn driving car, so they're going to go to some driving school and learn how to drive the car. And then they join, and then they learn something, how to drive in few streets they will drive, right? And then they go to the office, transport office and all, and they show caliber. And then if it is fine, they are going to give them the certificate, license, driving license. And then they can drive on any road. Okay, so what does that mean? You have the principle of driving, that means you can drive anywhere. So therefore, that principle of driving is what is logical thinking. That is what is out of the box thinking. So that principle of driving your brain, that can happen starting at the 5th standard itself, not like doing a rote memory learning. We need no reason for everything. Okay, everything we can be questioned and we can try to question ourselves, and that's going to help a lot. Okay, of course, in 12th standard also, it is not too late. The thing is, you need to understand the reason behind your working. So that's going to give you a lot. So that is what I am telling. Even so, there are students of 12th standard. They would be doing with a lot of formulas, vector algebra or something. So if you know what is exactly a vector, all these formulas you can derive quickly in the head. It's not a problem. Only thing is that there is a connection. There is something in concept and technique. So we need to know the principle. The principle connects everything. So that is, of course, we need to, if you are practicing thinking right from young age, definitely it is going to be easier. And also the manner of getting very important. You can see that students who are getting inside IIT also are having little trouble. So therefore, the manner of succeeding is also.
I want to ask one thing also, that sir, I'm following a resource Singh.
Yeah,
Is it enough for some people are saying that कि और भी जैसे बुक सॉल्व करनी पड़ती है जैसे फिजिक्स गैलेक्सी की है या बहुत सारी है तो एक ही रिसोर्स पे सर पढ़ें कि अलग अलग रिसोर्स पे मतलब फिर मूव ऑन करें.
that is what I am telling. See, every resource will be reference, but what we think, no, that's going to be very, very important, right? So I can
Okay,
stop here, and I will try to. In fact, we have got. I wanted to explain few things mathematically. That will be better. Okay, so first let me share something. Few working I can do. In fact, I have some things to share also. Right. See, let me do just what is it share? What happened here? See, there is a, it's a very simple thing. Suppose I want to distribute 20 chocolates, 2 persons, right? There are only two ways mathematically speaking. So it is, you can distribute equally. Or distribute unequally. So this is mathematics. Mathematics is a study of fact and fact on figures. We need to understand that. So fact is very simple. The 20 chocolates is distributed to 2 persons. Mathematically, we can distribute equally or distribute unequally. So therefore, it could be 10 and 10. Or it can be unequal means 1 less than 10, 1 more than 10. You can't have both less than 10. Both less than 10, not possible. Both greater than 10, not possible. So what is this? This we can apply in some problem. For example, I have a problem. This is what we need to think. This is what is out of the box. So I have a problem like the sum of squares of 2 consecutive odd numbers is 290. So let me approach like the chocolate. So therefore, it can be distributed equally or unequally. Because they are 2 consecutive odd numbers, they won't produce the same. So you can't have 145, 145. This is not possible. Both are not squares. So one will be less than 145. One will be more than 145. And I know the squares which are symmetric about 145, the odd number squares, or 11 squared and 13 squared. 11 squared is 121. 13 squared is 169. And if you add, because this is less than 145, this is more than 145. And if you add, what do you get? And you can verify, it is 290. So there is no need of a quadratic equation. Just imagine, this is what we need. Are we thinking like that? You are preparing only for something like exams and all. We need to understand, we need to dig deeper into the subject. So mathematics is a very simple fact. Like the chocolate I told you, anybody can say that it can be either distributed equally or unequally. If unequally, one is less than 10, one is more than 10. Okay, therefore, this is what is the course, no, it's content. This is one particular segment. Likewise, you have a lot. Only thing is if you get inside the course, and also if you simply not join the course and see that what it will give me, you need to go through the course and try to work it out. So this can be done using X, Y and all, but without X also we can do. So where is my friend X? This can be taught to even a younger kid, but of course that where is my friend X, I have it in level 3. Stop the share. So this is one example. Like that I can show you a lot. In fact, it's, I can show you one thing in geometry perhaps. Okay. go. I need to go out. See, this is one question. I'm sure I can come to this later. I don't think I'll be having a lot of time. Things. Most of the things are there in already in OOBT. This one. See, this one is proof for Pythagoras theorem. This is also there in the, other resource. Only thing is this is a compilation and certain things, new, creative, all mixed up. We all know about the Pythagoras theorem. As you see, there's a right triangle ABC or the sides, and C is the largest. And we all know, we are all familiar. The name of Pythagoras theorem, C squared equal to A squared plus B squared. The square of the largest side, which we call as hypotenuse, is equal to square of the sum of the squares of the other two sides, A squared plus B squared. So there are a lot of proofs for this. So one of the interesting proof that I have written in the slide is you scale. Scale means scaling is like 100% to 200%, something like a zoom. You zoom this triangle by each of the sides, like A, B, and C. As you see, I am zooming it by C now. So as you can see that, so the C becomes C squared, B becomes BC, and A becomes AC. The exact opposite to yellow and pink. So that you need to be carefully observing. Okay, that is very important. And then we can construct a rectangle around this. And you can see the yellow will go up and pink will go up by some basic property like alternate interior angles. And you get a rectangle. And you see that left triangle and the right triangle are also similar triangles. Okay, so you can see the left one is scaled by B, and the right one is scaled by A, and you will get the lengths like this. What do you observe now? You observe that the opposite lengths are B squared and A squared, and the other length is C squared. So C squared is equal to B squared plus A squared. This is another proof. That means this is a very interesting proof. There are many proofs. In fact, by concurrence, you also have given a proof. Okay. And there are some geometry problems. So you can see A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. And there is a proof by congruency also. There is a spelling error. It is not Pythagorean theorem. It is Pythagoras theorem. There is another one. I have to stop the share. That's weird. Let's check. It's not working. 1 second. Yeah, sorry, but this is a problem where you have the square ABCD and PQRS or midpoints of the sides BC, CD, DA, and AB. So we need to find there is a square in the center,
and we need to prove that this center square, that is that cross, which is a tilted one, is 1/5 of the entire what square. Okay, that's what we need to prove. So this requires only something like congruency concept, but there is a little dynamic thing has been done, because all we see in schools and curriculums and all, it's static. You may have to do with dynamic. Okay, so you can see that I can actually rotate one triangle and place it here, because this dr is equal to ra. Okay, and then you can see that after rotation that it's going to become like this. It's going to be that at r you can see a straight line segment. It's being formed. Okay, like that I can rotate every triangle. All these things have been already there in the OOBT course in congruency and similarity level. So what you observe that the central square is almost like surrounded by symmetric four squares that we can prove. So first thing is we need to imagine. So this is geometry requires something like translation, rotation, magnification, and dilation also being done. All these can be done. So all these I can do it simultaneously also. So see, so there is a lot of things can be done. So this is just we need to, I mean, the visualization can be made little dynamic. Okay, sometimes on the static paper, we may have to make constructions and give arguments like that. But first, if you are able to imagine all these visualizations, it becomes very easy. And you need to understand, of course, the concept of congruency, everything like that. So this is what is the OOBT does. That is, it tries to gives you some even basics with a better visualization, imagination, etc. And of course, there are some in geometric transformation. We have done dilation also. Through dilation, some very good concepts. There are some problems, very good problems also with little dynamism. I've been able to explain that better than like the rotations and other things. So actually, we will not be doing that on a paper. We'll be doing only static. Because the GeoGebra is one tool I've used. I hope if you don't know, then you can make a note of that. GeoGebra is the modern. GeoGebra is GEO. Geometry's first three letters, Geo. Gebra. Gebra is algebras. If you take AL, you cut Gebra. So GeoGebra is an important tool through which you can experiment. It's like a modern geometric box. Okay, it's an electronic box. So you can do that. So I used to use it for the pictures and other things. So now for this course, I tried on my own and learned something. And it is almost like programming. So all these things are the buttons you see on the left. So little programming is being done. A lot of, especially the geometric transformation, congruency, similarity, all those places, I've done some animations and try to make it and learn. In fact, there are some problems of Olympiad type that can be made easily when you once you start getting that imagination of rotation, etc., like that. Okay, so let me show something. Second. Yeah. There is a lot more actually. See, I just want to tell you some. See, there is a topic called, I think you're able to see. No? It's happening in second. It's not coming, right? It's coming. Yeah. It's not getting shared.
See, this is a very simple question on balancing weights, right? You can see there's the first question asked by something like an interview is asking 3 persons. As you see now, you have 4 equally weighted balls, but one is slightly heavier. Okay, right. So you have one beam balance. How soon will you find the heavier ball? So this lady tells that who's attending the interview. So first I will place 2 balls in the left pan and 2 balls in the right pan. So 2 and 2. So remember there are 4 balls actually. Let me show you again. There's 4 balls and you have to find one slightly heavier ball. All others are equal in weight. So first I'll place 2 balls in the left pan and 2 balls in the right pan. From the heavier pan, I will distribute 1 ball to each of the pans, weigh them again. So this lady can solve this, finding the heavier ball in 2 ways. First 2 and 2, and then she can find that one pan will go down definitely because one of them is heavier, other 3 are equal. So she knows which pan is going down, and then she knows that there are only 2 balls, so she will place 1 on each for the second round, second weighing, and find which one is again in the second weighing. There is only 1 ball on each pan. Therefore, the pan which is going down will contain the heavier ball. So that's the solution. Solution is correct. The solution is correct, but we are going to see the manner of solving, right? So another person comes in. So he says the same problem is being asked. The first I'll place 1 ball in the left pan and 1 ball in the right pan. Okay. And the heavier pan contains the heavier ball if both pans are equal. So he has taken 2 balls out of 4 and kept 1 on each. So there is a possibility that 1 goes down. Okay, there is a possibility because if one of them is heavier among the 2 he picked up, so it can. So in the first weighing itself, there is a possibility of finding the heavier one. Otherwise, if both contains the heavier ball, both pans are equal, then he will go for the next 2 balls. He will break them. Okay, and find the defective ball. Defective means the heavier ball. So he has got a solution. His solution is he can find the heavier ball in the first weighing or the second weighing. So this is better solution than the lady's solution. Another person comes in. He says, I'll place 1 ball in the left pan and 1 ball in the right pan. The heavier pan contains the. He is trying to say like the previous person, but there is a small difference. I will replace one of the balls with one of the extras. So he is not bringing all the balls to the pan. So let us call the first 2 balls to be A and B. So if they are equal and the rest C and D is there, he will replace one of the ball, that is A by C or B by C. He will not bring D. Then what happens that C goes down, it is the heavier. If A and C or B and C equals, then D is the heavier. So he is using the knowledge effectively. But that is what is required. If suppose somebody wants to go to the IT company or whatever it is, you need to use the information effectively. You need to be economical. You remember by taking, suppose the balls are heavier, right? The 2 balls should be taken, another 2 balls should be placed. So instead he is using only 1 ball, he needs to lift and put another ball back. So physically also there is something, energy is preserved. So these are the things we may have to look at. That means all the 3 have given the solution, but who is giving the best solution? These skills are needed. Sometimes what happens is, as I told you in qualification, a lot of people will be applying, but what is more important is this kind of a skill. Okay, so I stop here. So there are a lot of examples like that. So balancing weights, in fact, there are some theories also. If one ball is defective and suppose sometimes one ball is slightly heavier, one ball is slightly lighter, what other balls are equal, how many weighing? So these are all simple questions, but requires some logical thinking, and which is effective way like that. And to frame questions are not easier than the lower level. So there is a lot more mathematics at the lower level, and also at the higher level, there is a lot more basic connections over there. And we need to think differently. If you start thinking differently, then you can come across all these questions and you can start thinking rather than only for something like preparation of exam, something like that. Okay, so somebody has told something like it's got daily school commitments. I was wondering, access notes and all. See, the videos or the notes. This is a free course and you'll be given assignments at the end of
every 2 weeks, bi-weekly assignments only. Okay. And you'll be having some set of questions for level 1 and 2. Levels 1 separately, level 2 separately. You'll be given 10 questions. And then about a week's time, sometimes it might be delayed also due to some other constraints, but you will be provided detailed answers to the assignment questions. That means why that is gap should be given. Why can't you give an answer and a solution immediately like many institutes are doing? See, the important thing is your working is important. Please understand, if you are watching, okay, if you're watching something like a video or something, even in a direct class, some people be watching the teacher working or professor. The thing is, you are only understanding. When others are working, you are understanding. When you are working, then only you are learning. You work on your own, try to imbibe what has been taught and you try to catch. So only after it is caught, it becomes learning. So therefore, the time has to be given. So same way, assignments have been, once the 2 weeks are over, bi-weekly assignments are given. And sometime after a week's time, the solution should be posted. Sometimes it's delayed, I told you, due to constraints. But the point is, you'll get detailed answers in between time. You would have seen the videos and you should be working on the assignments. And then you should give some chance for your brain to think, and you won't get anything quickly. Please understand that. You need to try. And then sometimes what happens, we think differently. We might go by a longer route, or we may not get the answer at all. No problem. But after you see the detailed answers, you might see that, okay, this you could have thought like this, something like that. Or you could have thought better also. That can be posted and you can send across. So this way only we should try to evolve as a nation. That is very, very important. Okay, so I can take some questions. Shank there. OOBT support.
Please raise your hand. Balaji,
Yeah.
you can give permission for each, one by one.
Yeah.
Already given, I think. Please, whoever get the permission, please unmute and speak.
Good evening, sir. Sir, currently
Yeah.
I'm in college, and
Yeah.
I want to ask if, like many of us didn't started the class yet, so
Yeah.
we are able to complete before the exam. We will be able.
Your information itself has the answer, right? Whatever commitment we are into, no, right? We need to abide by that. Okay. So I understand we are all committed to so many things, and so many courses are pouring in. Good courses, bad, and all those things. And we don't know whether it fits with us or not. So many things. What I'm trying to say, this is something you can enjoy, this course. There is no need that you need to write the exam or something. And another important point is it's going to be rerun. So therefore, you can come back again and do. It's not a problem. But one thing I will tell you, see, the desire is one thing, output is one thing. The desire is like an input. We want to do, we want to achieve something. That is why everyone has got that desire. But yeah, there should be a process. That's very important. Unless you convert the desire into a process, no, you will not reach the output. Here, the output is enjoying mathematics. That is the basic. Okay, if you are going to write an exam and then get a certificate, it's something valuable. That's no doubt about it. But you need to balance. Definitely, you can do that. That is the reason why for every week we are given only 2 hours. Okay, and then another interesting part is if you are suppose enrolling late or something, it's no problem. December only you are going to have the exam, so you can still register and write the exam. So only thing is here afterwards or whatever, if suppose you have missed, and you can go from the once you register, now you're going to get all the 10 weeks video, but you can go, you can similarly go like that. You can do like the 10 weeks course, or you can, if suppose you have little time, then you have to make it like an 8-week course or something like that. So only thing is that it is for you to balance your times. And so always important, it's not about even this course. So, I always say, hey, everyone in the panel that, see, whatever you are committed, it's not about even the education. Anything that you commit, you should know. It's like, not from the desire. You should measure the length of process. How much it will take, how much effort we should put, all these things. It's not our desires, what So that is very important. And this one is not going to have any pressure on, right? You can do with pleasure. And you are a college student, right? Still, this is whatever courses we offer is and above, 5 and above, 7 and above, 9 and above, 11 and above. So it's going to be re-rented. So therefore, you can try later also. Therefore, it is up to you. Your thing. That only thing is you should not think that only this year I need to write the exams or something. You can try. Okay, if you are not able to do well, you can come back again and give it a good try. So.
And so one more question, where we will get the assessment?
Assessment, it is there in the portal itself. See, wherever you see the video, no, right? In the same
Yes, sir.
video, below that you have something called assessment. Assessment is like assignment. Actually, you will be given some questions, and so you need to try those questions, correct? And then that will be a time. So it is not going to be evaluated because that mechanism is not there. Evaluation means it's objective, right? So detailed answers will be provided, actually. So it's a working assignment. See, anything we commit, no, we work. So even whatever I commit, I've been working now. But point is, once we commit, we have to work. So, and the time will be there. We can still enjoy your life, whatever music, sports, anything we can enjoy. You can do education also. I generally do like that even from my school days. I'm not big scorer or anything. Okay. But one thing is I have always enjoyed mathematics or whatever knowledge comes in that form. So whether you ask me that it's been converted into the scorings, it has happened in at least mathematics and physics, if not other subjects. Probably then I realized, okay, that means I have not converted that, the connecting part. That is also important. Therefore, two skills are important. One is for the system, whatever we score. The other one is what we score as skill. And for that, I understand that, of course, we need to learn too many things nowadays, okay, to equip ourselves to a better personality. So whatever commitment we need to understand, and also the timing, and understand that there have been some postponements and all happened, but that is due to some constraints. So you can always give a try. All the best. You can do it. It's not a problem. So I think if you are not registered, you register, and then if you have registered and you didn't have time to go through it, you can do it now, because still there is time till December 24th. And if you are not able to do well also, you can give it a try next time. But I am sure that you can give it a very good try this time, and you must be having times. I don't know about your college, other commitments and all. So you need to balance, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So one more question I can take. I think nearing the end time.
Excuse me, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sir, I had initially assumed that for 11th and 12th grade alone would be level 4, but now I'm realizing that there's no upper limit. So people who have completed their graduation and post-graduation as well are in the same category, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm in 11th grade now. So how is an 11th grader supposed to compete against someone who's done undergraduate and postgraduate?
So let me tell you something, right? Okay, this is the problem that everyone has. So let me tell you with a different angle, right? I was talking about the International Maths Olympiad or something, right? Okay, so the 9 hours exam and all. So there are a lot of countries, hundreds plus countries participate. You know, only 6 students will be selected to represent each country. And you must be knowing that India has been doing very well, especially this year. India has done wonderfully well in all the departments, maths, physics, chemistry, astronomy, everything. So you must be knowing about that. So the point is, this is not like there are some duplicate Olympiads also happening. So I need to tell on record. But the real Olympiads are like the real Olympics, where some swimmer has to participate or an athlete has to participate. He needs to go through several stages like region, zone, national, and in national also there will be a camp, and then they will be selecting the best and they will be fielded like that. So you should be knowing that this the real international Olympiad across every country. Okay, so the age is for the school Olympiad. I'm telling there is another Olympiad called Putnam Olympiad as far as mathematics is concerned. So for the school level, a student who is under 20, not affiliated to any university, can participate. Okay, so regional Olympiad is one thing. There are a lot of regions. Like for example, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, and Andaman Nicobar Islands is one region. So I belong to Tamil Nadu, so that's why I'm telling. So like that, West Bengal, Orissa, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, sometimes Delhi. So these are all the regions as far as India is concerned. Okay, so every region there will be a coordinator, and apart from that, we have some quota like JNP, KV, and all those stuff. So what I wanted to say is they conduct an exam called RMO, and because of Corona and all, some IOQM and all, just pre-RMO has been replaced. But the point is there will be a common paper to all, So especially 7th standard and above will be writing. Okay, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, same paper. Same paper, you should know that. Same paper. And there are occasions where a 7th grade student has bettered a 12th standard student or 11th standard and got qualified for the national and even gone to the camp, if not for the country. But then the 7th student will come back again for the camp. They did not write again all the regional tests and all. So these things are happening. In fact, in my own class, I used to have compartments like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all in the same class. Something like that. So therefore, that's what I'm telling. It's been already tested. So you don't bother about it. In 11th standard, you have some, for example, you have this, what do you call the complex numbers and all those things. The same thing is being dealt in the level 4. You can see that there are some topics which is completely coloring math. Something is totally different. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't bother about that higher grade. See, the thinking only is of higher grade. That's what I wanted to say. I'm not discouraging anyone on that matter. A 7th standard student, 8th standard student, so in fact, I can tell the names also, you can verify. I think this is Samir Wagh from Pune, 7th standard, who bettered something, the National Olympiad, he come to the camp, I think long back, about 18 years back, and one Ganesh from, I think, Mysore, if I'm correct with the names. So these children have come like that. So there are several competitions. In fact, you can see even music, Carnatic or something, or even chess for that matter. There are young kids who are doing better. They become grandmasters. The young kids have become like Pragyananda has become grandmaster and also he's doing wonderfully well. Therefore, we did not bother about that standard and all. You can do very well. And what, as you rightly told, that you are in 11th standard, so you have a lot of time. That doesn't mean that you cannot give try just like that. You can give a good try. You try your level best. And you can do it. Okay, so I hope I have answered you properly. I think we can stop here. Right? I cannot take any questions. So thank you everyone for participating in the session. And I'm sure, so I have tried my best to cover up things. So but first understand that this particular thing has been already tested. A lot of students of mine have been doing very well. So that doesn't mean that this is something great or something. It is totally a different thing. That's what I can say. It's totally a different type of thing. And it has been evolved into a course. And thanks to Professor Kamakoti, the director now, who is very close to me and who's known, who has monitored me actually, like that I can say. And he has seen that how the products have come. And he only told me that you have to devise it in the form of a course. And then I told that it is too many things are there, so we may have to go with 4 levels and all. He asked me to create like that. So it's the first of a kind in our country. And of course, we have this country, it's been with Ramanujan, something great. And also there are a lot of people, other mathematicians, even S.S. Pillai was something great, another great mathematician. Okay, so a lot of great mathematicians have been produced in this country. So this is about education. This is more like, not like a mathematical course, like I think it is more like an education kind of a thing, where we want to bring that anything new should not be difficult. Difficult also start with the DIFF, but different also starts with the DIFF. So we should think, okay, DIFF doesn't mean it is difficult. We should not immediately conclude. Sometimes we conclude at the beginning. Beginning itself we conclude. Conclusion should come only at the end. So it is different. It's not difficult. We can give it a try. And it is only mainly to propagate across the nation. We have to bring more people into the limelight. And of course, there was a boy who talked to me in 5th standard. He has a lot of time. It's a lot of time to go through this. And only the time will tell you. You need to really see anything good quality that will take time. Please understand. So you need to go through the process of attending, registering for the courses, attending, and then what happens that at some point of time you'll realize that is, in fact, some people have asked me that whether it is connected with this field or something. So if your brain is actually working well with the out of the box thinking for some maths problems, even in life or some other field also, they will definitely do well, because that has happened. My own students who are lawyers, managers, or something like that, they tell me that is that Olympiad problems or something they enjoyed, and some of them have not gone to even RMO in one, but they are doing very well, and their thought process is improved on that. So it's always going to be a helper. And of course, if somebody is going to write exams and get a certificate from IIT Madras, it's not a joke. It's something great. And of course, you'll be graded. You can't be given just like that participation certificate. You need to really do well. For doing well, you need to involve in the course and go by a process, just like a medical course. Some doctor gives us tablets and asks you to take. No, we need to take. We can't say that day I'm busy, this week I'm busy, I don't take like that. You need to go through the process properly, and then you are going. It's like a mental course, and then we are going to do it. Okay, so thank you very much for attending this session. I thank IIT and Pravartak for giving me the opportunity to address. And if there are other issues, you can definitely write, and we will try to improve and connect. Okay. So,
Thank you so much,
thank
sir.
you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. It was very nice session. I hope all our students also learned a lot of new things about this program, importance of this program as well. Students, thank you for joining this session. Before closing this session, I would like to give out some information about the program, as well as few important dates. See, November 19th is the last date to apply for the exam, and as part of the application, you can select the cities which is nearby to your location, so that you can get the allotment for that city. If you are taking some more time based on the number of students applying for the same city, you may not get that city immediately. So I request interested students who are ready to take up this certification exam, please apply faster so that you can get your interested city as well. And December 24th is the exam date. So, and if you look at this course, every week syllabus is released, and every bi-weekly the assignments are updated on the website, and you can go to IIT Madras Pravartak out of the box thinking to watch the videos as well as to practice the bi-weekly assignments as well. Most of the students whom I interacted, they were asking how to access the videos. I would like to quickly take a small demo how to access the videos through the website. Hope you all can see my screen. So this is the website. You can simply Google out of the box IIT Madras in the Google, and you'll get the first link as out of the box thinking through IIT mathematics, and you can click on the first link, and you can come here, and you can raise if you are not if there are any new students who came across this program and trying to understand this program, you can register using this registration button. You can even register for level 1 and 2 separately, as well as level 3 and 4 separately. And if you want to enroll for this exam, you can click on this OOBT exam registration button, and you can enroll for the exam directly. And the last date is 19th November. It's already mentioned on the website. And if someone has any queries on accessing the videos or assignments, you can click on this course video button and select the level which you have registered for, and then enter your email ID. So once you enter your email ID, you will be taken to the website where you can access the videos. These are the weekly syllabus available, and these are the assignments available. So I have registered 2 weeks back and 4 weeks back, and you can see my first assignment is live. I can apply, I can download the assignment, and I can practice myself. Okay, and even I can watch the videos also, week 1 videos as well as week 2 videos. So all the videos are here. every week the videos will be released, and every bi-weekly their assignments will be released. I request all the participants or learners to watch these videos and practice these assignments, which will help you, in terms of improving your creativity and the problem solving skills. So that's what I want to quickly show you, how to access the videos and how to access the assessments. And you can apply for the exam before before 19th November 2023. Yeah. So thank you for joining the session. With this, we can wind up the session. And if you have any queries, you can always contact us. You can post your queries at enquiry@pravartak.org.in. I'll even show the email ID, pravartak.net. This is the email ID and this is the customer care phone number, pravartak.iatm.net. I'm just posting this in the chat also for your reference. So these are the customer support details. It's all there on already there in the website. If anyone have any queries in the future, please write to us or please call us. Okay. Thank you all.